Hey guys, Drexel here. Welcome back to the Rlcraft series. Today we're doing something a little different. Right now I am this is future Drexel here right now. I didn't record any microphone audio for this episode because of reasons. So this is not a real episode. Today I'm counting this as a half episode because it's much shorter. It's gonna be much shorter than the other ones, and I purposely didn't record any microphone audio because I thought I thought this episode was gonna be quick and simple. So yeah. So I'm watching this playback right now, and I'm just gonna be narrating it because I don't want to add captions. But yeah, like I said, I was planning on looking for some Pallion bird feathers off camera. So this episode is what it was for. It was gonna be quick and simple, but because I had a plan, yeah, the game had other plans in mind. First off, I want to go check out if any villagers had survived the great zombie attack that happened last episode, but it doesn't really seem like it. Even my mending village was dead. Man, hypothermia hits hard. Anyways, here was my plan. I was planning on going back to this place, and because I seen of one of those floating islands. I seen one of those floating islands that was up high in the sky. I was looking for it, but then I actually found it over here on way high up above the trees. I went up there to check it out, but then I soon realized that I was gonna need plenty of blocks for this. So I went back and I went back to just get blocks and get a little more prepared. I don't even know how this one happened. I also wanted to make something better to drink since water didn't really last too long. So instead, I made some golden carrots. Why, you may ask? Because golden carrot juice is a thing and it's very, very refreshing. I think I forgot to cut this clip out. Oh well, too lazy. So I'm just gonna leave it in now. Oh, now that I got bottles, I grabbed some sugar, purified the water, and made some very good juice right here. This thing, this thing gives you maximum drink. So yeah, I went ahead and grabbed some wheat so I can make myself some food since I was like out, and I turned it into some bread. I also found some more bread right there, so I also used it to make some food for me. After that, I used my pickaxe and mined some of this house, the base of this house down, since I need a cobblestone, and I didn't want to like mine rocks and everything, so might as well take from the cobblestone. Unfortunately, my pickaxe broke, and I had to go make another one. Luckily, Unbreaking 2 was available on there, so I quickly took it, and I don't know, I don't know why I put a stick in the. That was funny. I put Unbreaking 2, and I also grabbed an enchantment book that I had to make it much better. Also decided to rename it because why not? Real. After that, I went back to the place so I can start towering up. I started towering up here because it was the highest place I could find right here. But then, I soon realized that this was not going to be enough blocks. Fortunately, I did have some planks, but I was afraid that they weren't going to be enough either. After starting to go horizontally, I quickly got rid of my hermit because I was afraid he was going to end up pushing me off. After I ran out of blocks, I just decided to place a water down and start going down since since I couldn't do much. But then, out of nowhere,
Aberrant assimilation. Search and destroy.
one of one of one of the worst some of the worst events happened. This was horrible. I was in so much pain. I know. I knew what was gonna happen. The village got swarmed with these aberrations. These disgusting creatures. I tried to escape somewhere I can hide until it's over, but I kept getting swarmed by these horrific creatures. I wanted to go to somewhere else, but I realized that if I go somewhere else, it's not gonna despawn the ones at my village. So I was forced to stay there until they despawned. There's so many of these. Fortunately, they stopped spawning. So anywhere else I went, they wouldn't spawn at. But I did have to stay at my village. I had to stay at my village until they all despawn so I can actually be in peace. So I decided to hide in this house until it was all over. But then I decided to lure them away by just running out there and then running far away. Well, not far away, just as far as I could. I got their attention and started running. I decided to go again, so I can be sure they were away. God, there were so many Grigory. It was I especially hate the russet Grigory. They look absolutely horrifying. They don't have any mouths. They're just a ball of holes. After they all despawned, I realized that they were gone, and I was finally able to leave this wretched place. I went back to the place so I can get my stuff, but then I realized that there were probably gonna be a bunch of mobs there. So my plan was to lure them away, but unfortunately, there were none. They were none. They were all the way up there. But I fell. I was really dumb and I fell. Luckily, I was able to survive this Vindicator attack just by timing some punches into him. After killing him, I quickly went back to the top of the tree so I can get my stuff before it despawns. I got some of my stuff, but since I died from such a high place, all of my stuff was all over the place, very far apart from each other. So I was having a lot of trouble trying to get my stuff back since it was all scattered around in such a mess. I just kept on. Plus, moving on these leaves was so slow. It was so annoying to do. Because in a Rlcraft, when standing on leaves makes you fall through half of it. I used F3, the F3 reload, to try to search for some of my stuff, but it didn't seem like it seemed like most of it had just disappeared. It either floated up to the top of the tower since there was water there, or something. But I'm just now looking back at the footage. I accidentally threw my sword and it just disappeared. Just like a despawn or something. I don't know, but oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm now looking back at the footage. I also missed that ring, that hardy ring over there. I just barely missed it. Oh. And then I was starting to realize that some of the fairies are taking some of the fairies are taking my stuff. Just like this one. Like right in front of me, just took my shield. Actually, now that I realize it, the fairy could have taken my saber. That is a possibility. I saw my tool belt up there, but I decided to go for the more important stuff, like my helmet and my bezel that was right there. I went down to get my helmet, but I couldn't find it, and then I realized that I was dying, so I quickly grabbed the avian treats, and went to quickly dig a hole before my stuff got scattered again. I returned to place and once again started looking for my stuff. I was planning on getting the stuff on the trees first and then go down, since this stuff I already grabbed it, but the leaves just broke as soon as I landed, so I couldn't do that. But I realized that I had fooled around for much too long, because some of the stuff was despawning. And it was too late. Everything else had despawned. I actually do see my saber right there. I don't know how I did not see it at the time. It's on the floor. Right in front of you, bro. Oh my god, sometimes I'm just stupid. I did a very stupid move right here. Very stupid. So I retreated back to my place. After that, I took a long, hard think of what to do. I could grab some temporary boots and a temporary weapon. And I grabbed the temporary. I grabbed that iron sword that I had, since the diamond one was kind of like sucked. I had a lot of issues right here. I was missing so many things. So I made another shield and another axe, and I went to enchant them. But I soon realized that this axe was actually legendary, so that's pretty cool, I guess. This Venom Raptor decided to jump scare me, but yeah, he just died. I quickly grabbed some cobblestone so I can continue trying to get those Stymphalian bird feathers. Since well, what else can I do? Then continue my original quest. Since most of my stuff was gone, I couldn't yeah. I looked one more time to see if it was there, but unfortunately it wasn't. I started my climb up the water tower that I had made for this exact reason. Unfortunately, I quickly realized that there was something wrong. The water up top had froze. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? It's so obvious. It's so up high. It's definitely gonna freeze. In sadness, I returned back to the place. I healed up, sort of. I tried to cope with the hypothermia, drink some water, then ended off the episode here. Yeah. Yeah. Not worth it at all.